Hi, today we are going to talk about family. It is an important topic, and I think that it's probably the most important topic, at least from my perspective. Today, if you are not completely burned with life at work or somewhere else, you almost consider it not to be successful, and this is something that is wrong with the whole system because. Like it means that if you're not burned out, you're not rich, you're lazy, you are not successful, you need to be tired, you need to be constantly concerned about something. A lot of people develop anxiety because if there is no anxiety, what kind of life you're having? And this is wrong, very, very, very wrong. Um, Basically you should work hard no matter what you're doing, no matter who you are. Like if there is no hard work, you're nothing. And it is correct, but it's not correct. It is correct that in order to get something in this life, you do really need to make a correct decisions. Like you need to really put things together, and it's hard work. It's like a puzzle. You are putting things together, and it's enjoyment, but it's a hard work at the same time. So life is like puzzle, and you don't need to look at this puzzle as a hard work. You need to look at this, and you can look at this as an enjoyment, but you do need to really work. No one else is going to make decisions for you. No one else is going to put those puzzle pieces together. No one else is going to look at what you have, because guess what? No one else has understanding what is this that you have. So, and people cover themselves, into illusion that they need to have better cars, better phones, labeled clothes, I don't know, like prestige schools or something like this. And at the end of the day, this run that they are taking leads them nowhere. Where they're running with all of those prestige things, while they're doing it, did they ask their child if the child likes the school they're at? Did they actually look around and paid attention if somebody noticed what they're wearing? Like somebody said, oh, this is Chanel, unless they're wearing like a name on it. When people go like, oh, Chanel, or everybody else, like one of the labels that recently almost everybody is wearing, like shoes wise. And I saw people who are buying those shoes, even though, like, from my perspective, they're not really elegant, but I do understand that they're comfortable, and there are certain models that I would have buy for myself as well, because they are comfortable. Nothing more than that. But a lot of people are buying those shoes because their friends are wearing those shoes, and forget about that. It sits good on their friend, but it sits very, very funny on them, for instance. Because when you are not doing something that is truly yours, it's in many cases it leads to, it's not distortion, but it's an exaggeration, in many cases in a bad way. So instead of looking at you and seeing that you are wearing something that belongs to you because you chose it, because it's your style, because you really like it, because you've been thinking about it, you've been looking about for it, and finally you found and you bought it and you wear and you're happy with this, you're wearing somebody else's ideas. And it always reads by everybody else as fake. So where am I leading with all of it? I am leading with all of it to a family, because while we are racing somewhere and taking marathon somewhere, we're forgetting about things. For instance, in many cases, a person who I am referring to is a female. She is the one who is trying to work hard, like because, or she is taking care of her household and working and trying to do, like school, another charity event, or maybe not even charity event, or birthday party, or she's trying to be like perfect mom. And it's tragic. You know why? It's if she is actually doing it kind with such a pleasure, and things are, like things are coming for her very easy, that's good, because I guarantee 100% that specific woman, she will be gracious, she's not going to be tired, she's going to pull things together, she'll enjoy, she will be the one who will be standing, like somewhere, like in a beautiful dress and relaxing, like with a champagne or talking to somebody. But a lot of women, they're not like this. It's hard work for them. It's a hardship basically for them. And a lot of them, they see it as a hardship. Guess what's happening? Do you think it softens them? No. It hardens them. It hardens their souls. They play this role, well, like highly anxious, highly productive mom, but how they pay, what's the pay for it? I'm not talking about money. I'm referring to a family, because when they're doing it, the payment is their family. And this is the tragic part of it, because they forget about themselves as females. So they put things from the school or an event, things ahead of everything else. They do not think, oh my God, I have 3 hours, I'm going to grab my child and go to the beach and play with the child. No, they are so tired by the time they have these 3 hours that the only thing that they can do is being pissed off at their child. And they're yelling at their child for 3 hours. But this is the price. This is the price, because yeah, they're making this event, they're doing something else, but then they're forgetting why they're doing it. What's the purpose of all of it? Unless they're completely selfish and they just want to fulfill something that they do have. But this is a different story, because it tells me that those people, or that person, like it has lack of responsibility and doesn't even understand what responsibility are in life. But it's a different story. So my point is that a lot of females are trying to play some sort of heroic roles, where I'm a perfect mom, or maybe I'm not a perfect mom, but I'm a rich mom, or something like this. They're trying to fit some clothes that is not theirs, instead of look around and see the family members that they can have the most joyful moments. And the reason why they are, running around chasing some sort of success is lack of identity in themselves. They do not know who are they. They created an idea. Somebody gave them an idea that in order to, like feel good, you need to have a car. And then a lot of people, I remember right now, I want to tell you something. I remember, I'm Russian, and in Russia, one of the thing is black caviar. And I remember when I was um, maybe 18 or something like this. I grew up in a poor family. We didn't have a lot of things means, and we didn't have a lot of food, and forget about caviar. And then my life turned a corner, and I had this dream to eat this red caviar with a spoon, and a lot of literature, a lot of classics referring as, like, as a factor of a rich person, successful person. When you sit and you have a huge dish in front of you, and you eat this caviar with a spoon. And I remember my boyfriend at that time, he knew my dream. So he got me this, like, enormous dish with black caviar and with a spoon. And I remember I was eating this caviar, and first few spoons were amazing. But then I started to question, like, there is like no taste anymore. Like, what was the point of me eating this? And then I did finish this dish because I felt like I had to fulfill my own dream. But you know what happened at the end? I got sick. I got sick. I was literally sick because caviar has a lot of protein, and I simply got poisonous. This thing was poisonous for me. I didn't know that, but I was throwing up. I was laying on my back for hours, and I don't even remember, maybe even days. But my point here is, it was mine. It wasn't mine. I just wanted that as a proof that I can have it, that this is my way of feeling that I have success with this caviar. And as a result, first of all, it didn't taste good at some points, because if it would be mine, I would be enjoying just as much as I need it. But guess what? Because it went and exaggerated in my brain. So I was very sick. So this is my point. And a lot of people, they are running around chasing dreams of other people, not themselves. And the true success is when you're comfortable, when there is no up and down with your emotions, when there is no anger stored somewhere, where there is not a situation that blow you up so you're screaming at your child, forgetting that this is your only child, and you are the one who shows this child a way. Okay, and family is important. There is nothing in the whole universe that is more important than family, because this is, we all of us, we need safety place, and a safety place that brings us comfort is our family. Family is the one factor that will make you go outside and earn money or buy things. Why are you buying those things? To attract whom? Okay, say you need to prove the point that you're a cool girl. You bought 10 bags. What's next? You're coming home and there is no one to share this excitement. But if you don't have those bags, you come home and children are, like they're having, there is like new things you're learning about yourselves with your children. Like they make you cry, they make you laugh. Husband makes you pissed off because he says something again. And then you go like, okay, here we go again. Okay. And then you need to learn how to access your love inside of you in a different way, and make another step with your family, in your family, and it's a safe environment because there is love. that allows you to be yourself. And if you happen to have money, and if you happen to have, like passion for bags, buy all day long. But don't do it because you want to prove something to somebody. Look around. There is no celebrity who is not cherish family a lot. Big people, bad people, good people, famous people. Look, we've been discussing Taylor Swift, right? For months, 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 months. This is the girl that shows you how family is important. And I guarantee that she will be probably the perfect mother. She will be a mother who will say no to concert when it will conflict with her child's, I don't know, game or important thing. She will be the one probably. The chances are very high because for her, family and relationship are priority. And guess what? Look at her. Look at her. She is blossoming. Blossoming. I know people who are, unfortunately, they are not good people, but they are very rich and very influential. And you know what? At the end of the day, no matter how much bad stuff they did, like outside, and I'm not proud of it, and I'm not proud of them. I just happen to know those people. I have no association with them. But at the end of the day, you know what this person does? Shuts his phone, goes into his family for a few days. Only his family, and that's it. And only in his family he can be as bad or as good as he can. And then he comes out and he does in the world wherever role he chose to. But he is comfortable. He is comfortable in his own skin because he has backbone, which is his family. It's very important. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself for I don't know, this fantasy that is not life. Live your life. Life, real life, is so much more interesting than fantasy. It's so much richer. It's so much, you will have so much opportunity to learn, to cry, to laugh, to experience things. Look around. There are so many things that you can do. Either you have money, you don't have money, it doesn't matter. But you do need to have backbone. And this is your family.